Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United and of course George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. If you're new to the channel, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Any Watford fans who find yourself watching this, give me your thoughts on the game in the comments there below. Are you going to Elland Road on Tuesday evening? What's going to happen? All that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you haven't gathered already, it's a Leeds United against Watford preview. Midweek games at Elland Road are back. Leeds play Watford on Tuesday the 22nd of October. It's a 7:45 kickoff and we're going to dive into it and have a look at it in this video. Now just before we get going, some sad news. Again, I always seem to have sad news now on the channel, obviously. Baldock a couple of weeks ago, obviously, and then we played Sheffield United. Now, a bit of news, obviously. I think it was Friday night, after the game Friday night, after our game Friday evening against Sheffield United, news came out that former Leeds striker Matt Smith, his little son, his infant son, had tragically passed away at the age of just 4 months old. Little Madison. So, condolences to him and his family. I know he's the son-in-law of Steve Bruce, who didn't attend Blackpool's game against Barnsley on Saturday. So condolences to him and his family. I hope he is okay. Hope he's coping as well as he can do, given those circumstances. So lots of love to him and his family. He did actually score against Watford, didn't he? He was an alright player, wasn't he, Matt Smith? He was decent, big lad. Yeah, he was alright. So yeah, condolences and thoughts with them. But we'll get on with the preview. So Leeds, like I said, play Watford tomorrow evening, 22nd of October. And Daniel Farke's been speaking. There's no new injury worries for Leeds, which is good news. He did speak. I haven't actually listened, but I've read a few comments what he said. He has said that Willie Gnonto is having problems with his shoulder. You could see him on Friday night on the game. He kept sort of touching it and feeling it a little bit and seeing if it's okay. It's only bruised. Apparently he is fit to play. I potentially actually would, if it was me, I would give him a little bit of a rest, given the workload. We're away at Bristol on Saturday. A midweek game is always another game, isn't it? So that comes pretty quickly. So, he might do fit. He might see fit to swap him out. I know Dan James and obviously Manor Solomon are both fit now, so he does have that option if he sees fit to do so. I would personally, I'd put Dan James on right wing and rest Willie, put him on the bench, and if the game's not potentially going our way, then he can come on and play a little bit. But I think actually Daniel will probably go with the same team that started the last couple of games. To be honest, I think Willie, if he's saying he's fit. So I reckon Daniel will start him. And so yeah, so we'll end up going with the same as we did at both Sunderland and against Sheffield United. So fair enough. It's a team who will come out of real high confidence, given the result on Friday evening. So again, a packed Elland Road. You fancy us to beat Watford. Actually, you do. You fancy Leeds to win this game. But let me know your the thoughts in your comments. Obviously, he talked, I think, about the free agent market. The lad Gully Vogel, I can't remember his name. Gully Vogel, maybe former French international. We all know who I'm talking about anyway. He played for Mainz last season. He's on Leeds' radar. He was at the game on Friday evening. Daniel Farke says that Leeds will have made a decision on who to bring in, or maybe they see fit not to. We'll wait and see by the end of next week. So we'll know who Leeds have decided on, or they might not decide on any, but I think they will because they're dragging it out for quite a while. Coquelin has been mentioned as well, wasn't he, last week, the former Arsenal and Valencia player. So we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, Gully Vogel was the latest name to be linked and seen and spotted at Elland Road on Friday evening. So we'll wait and see on that one. As far as Watford are concerned, start the season really, really well. And you've got to say, I think Tom Cleverley is the youngest of the managers in this season's Championship League. He's just a few months, about 6 months younger than the Norwich City manager. They're both 35 years old. I think Cleverley is the youngest, being born in August. The other lad, Hothrop, is it? He was born in the February. So, yeah, so I think he's the youngest in the league. They started really well. They did start incredibly well, winning quite a few games on the bounce. Recent times have slipped off a little bit, but they will go level with Leeds if they do manage to beat us on Tuesday at Elland Road. So they'll be level with us on 19 points. They're sitting currently in 8th position. Form of late's been a little bit sketchy though. Out of the last 5, they've won 2, but they've lost 3. So a little bit in different form. Or you'd probably say that was a little bad form, including last weekend's poor derby defeat for them away at Luton Town. They were beaten 3-0 at Kenilworth Road on Saturday. Didn't go down well. Tom Cleverley has said that Angelino Ogbonna, the former West Ham defender, vastly experienced former Italian international, he will be missing for them as well. He picked up an injury against Luton. Again, I've said it for a while. I said it last season when we came up against them again. Watford, just for me, just seemed a little bit of a mishmash of different players, just a mix, just throw them in and see what happens. That for me seems to be what it is, what it always has been for a long period of time with Watford. It just seems to be like that. They've got Moussa Sissoko in the middle of the park. I think he's captain nowadays, signed I think on a free transfer from Saint Etienne possibly in France. Came back to be with Tom Cleverley. I think he played with Tom at Watford. I'm sure it won't be lost on the Leeds United fans in Elland Road on Tuesday evening that, of course, Tom Cleverley is formerly of Manchester United, so I'm sure it won't escape a lot of fans' thoughts. I'm sure he'll get a 1 or 2 boos maybe, but we'll wait and see. But Moussa Sissoko is the same age as his manager and 35 now, but vastly experienced. But like I said, for me, it just seems a little bit of a random group of players again. There's Bayo in there who's on loan from Udinese. He played last season as well. Kimbappe, what's his name? Not Kimbappe, Kimbayo, Kimbappe. Kimbayo is his name. He's a top scorer with 4 goals. African lad in the middle of the park as well. It just seems a little bit of just a random group of players. They have started well. I would say that they're probably batting above their sort of expectations potentially just right at the moment. But you probably will. I guess they might slip. They might not. A lot of these bar the kind of top teams, which I would say, obviously, you can't really argue Leeds United are one of them. The rest of the teams, by the top kind of 3, 4, 5, are very much of a muchness, and any of them can beat any of them. So, and that includes Leeds, to be fair, as well. We have seen teams come to Leeds and beat us, or at the home grounds and beat us. So, yeah, it's not a foregone conclusion. This Leeds have to be on it. But I do think we're unbeaten in 5 now. If we can just start rolling, and not to be disrespectful to any of these teams, but we have now a run of about 6 or 7 games with fixtures that you think, yeah, we should be winning these games now. We should be rolling on for maybe 6 or 7 in a row, something like that. The 5 unbeaten currently, won 3 of them, drawn the other 2. Yeah, I expect to win tomorrow night. I do, and I expect a few wins now as we go on to this run of very kind-looking fixtures, you have to say. But we'll wait and see. Like I said, it's not a foregone conclusion. Leeds have to be on the game and have to, you know, make sure that they beat Watford. You know, it's not like I said, we can't just turn up and expect it. We have to grind it out. We have to do what we do what we need to do in the game to win the game. But yeah, I think Watford, they will play. I reckon of late, Tom Cleverley seems to have gone with a Christmas tree formation, you know, the 4-3-2-1 formation. I think now he will probably, he played a five in midfield on Saturday. I think he'll probably go the same. He was expecting, I guess, a tricky away day at Luton. He got that one. I imagine he'll be expecting the same at Leeds on Tuesday night. So, yeah, I think he'll pack the midfield. I think Leeds might have to be patient at times if there's five in the midfield and three at the back with the two up top. I think that yeah, we might have to be patient. But I think eventually, with the quality that we have, not just in the 11 but off the bench, obviously, like I mentioned, Dan and Solomon coming back only bolster the options as well. So, yeah, I think we're obviously the better squad, but we need to, like I said, we need to be concentrated and put them to bed. And I believe, like I said, I believe we will do that. And Leeds had to be patient last season at Elland Road. It was earlier than this. It was late September. Watford came to Elland Road last season. We beat them 3-0. But I think we had to wait to the second half till the goals went in. And eventually we got them and we finished them off. I think it was Perot. I think Byram got one, didn't he? And Jorginho got one as well. So, yeah, you know, you have to be patient sometimes with these teams, particularly if they're playing a packed midfield. Excuse me, but eventually our quality should shine through. We should get the 3 points and and move on to the weekend's trip to Bristol. But let's wait and see. Thank you very much for watching this one. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, get involved in the comments, and let me know how this one's going to go. Thank you very much. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.